What is up, everybody? We are here back with another one. It's week 5. We are already in week 5 in fantasy, Scatty. We have to dial in these waiver wires because it has been picked through. And I don't know about you, Scatty, but I've been just far enough to where I can't get any of these damn waiver wires. How have you been?
Just far enough, yeah. Well, my team sucks ass. Like I'm talking about the fucking if you're an ass eater, bro, you would love my team. If
Oh,
you're a little ass eater, you got like an ass with it. You would love my team, man.
what does
But
that look like? Hey, Scatty, look. Yeah. That's what Scotty's doing right now in fantasy. But hey, we're going to dial you in with some good waiver wires. And also, make sure to remember a lot of these that we're talking about are PPR leagues and it'll be 12-man leagues. And if you have any questions for trades, pickups, anything you can think of related to fantasy, drop a comment below, baby. Drop it like it's hot because we respond like it's hot. So get dialed in and Scatty, give me your waiver wire pick. Doesn't have to be in any kind of order. Let's just start it off. Let's give the people some knowledge real quick.
yeah, let's get it rolling. My first one in no particular order is Jameson Williams for the Lions. He just got reinstated. He's a little gambler like myself.
Yeah, he
I like
is.
a little gambler.
Yeah, he is.
So I understand where he's coming from. I mean, he just wanted to bet on his own team. I would want to bet on my own team too. But he's eligible to return in week 5. He violated the gambling policy for the NFL way back when. So, yeah, I would pick him up. I mean, you can talk a little bit about the Lions offense because we talked before the pod. You had the same guy. But Lions look, I mean, pretty decent this year. Jared Goff is playing well. Just based off how the Sun God's playing, he's getting some points. And, I mean, Jameson, in my opinion, is probably a little more talented than Josh Reynolds.
Yeah, of course. That old fart.
Yeah, and I think he'll take some of the targets away from him. And even Sam Laporta, if I do say so myself. I think Sam Laporta you might see some production go downwards for him just with the return of Jameson Williams. So I think he's a really good pickup, and he might be still available in some leagues. I don't know. Do you know if he's available in our league?
I think he is. I believe so.
Okay.
Currently,
Yeah,
right now, I can't really. I don't know if I can drop anybody to get him, but yes. And I think what's going to happen with him is he's not going to take from Laporta because Laporta's kind of like the safety net for Goff, and Amon-Ra is the PPR god for Amon-Ra, but no one's really stretching the field a lot, and this is where Jameson Williams comes into play. He's really good at stretching the field. You saw it in Bama back in the day. It's just been forever to get him on this damn field because coach told him to bet on himself, and he took that shit too literally. So, so definitely a great waiver wire ad, and I'm going to go into the waiver wire ad that I have for y'all, and that is Mr. Michael Wilson from the Cardinals. Now, if you watched the game against the 49ers last week, and the reason why I'm saying this is because he is a rookie and he broke out last week. Romeo Doubs has been nothing more than – he's kind of like almost like a Geno Smith this year, you know. He's been someone who is just – everyone was like, who the hell? Like completely counted him out, completely wrote him off, and, you know, he didn't write him back. So Doubs has been really dialing in. I really don't see Kyler Murray coming back anytime soon because you got to think if you're a Cardinals organization and you're sitting there, you know, you're doing good enough, but you're not winning games, but you're still playing pretty good. Why are you going to rush Kyler back out there to go win games when you can get a better draft pick? You can save him to possibly trade off to get draft picks. So I don't really see anything happening there. And Josh Dobbs has really came into his own. And, yeah, Mr. Wilson's kind of came out. So you're always trying to look for rookie wide receivers. And right now I think this is a really good pickup for here in week 5.
Nice, yeah. I agree with that. I've never even heard of that dude, so props to you for finding that guy. We're finding you some dark horses right now.
Yeah, we're not.
These guys are available in most 12-man PPR leagues. So make sure you guys listen in and pick these guys up. But my next one might not be available in some leagues, and that's Josh Palmer. Just based off the week he had last week, he led the team in receiving yards and targets. So he might be a more wider-known person that people might be going for, especially if you're playing with maybe not so great at fantasy players. Like maybe in our league, with the one with me and Matt, we're playing with some fucking sharks in our league. They just gobble up fucking everybody. Like they are very well in tune with the season. But for example, my work league, they're not very in tune. So Josh Palmer in leagues like that might still be available. Like I said, he led the team in receiving yards, targets. He caught 3 out of 5 of them for a total of 77 yards. And the big play happened on the 51-yard catch from Herbert. That's where he scored the bulk of his points. But he seemed to fill the role for an injured Mike Williams. And that pass-heavy offense with Herbert, I mean, you can't really go wrong with picking up Josh Palmer, maybe like a flex play.
Yeah, Mr. Fanger, man. Hopefully Herbie's girlfriend isn't going to be too mad, man. He's not going to be able to use that thing for a fucking minute. So, Yeah, I mean, I think Josh Palmer's a good pickup. And when you look at this too, hopefully you watched our previous videos because we did say sell high on Keenan Allen and off his
Yes.
40 and 30 bomb games. I mean, he still put up a good week, I guess. But we were just talking when we say sell high, we were talking at that point of you could sell him high and possibly get one of them crazy elite wide receivers. Like he's still going to be good, but try to get him at his peak because that was his absolute peak, is what you saw. And now he's kind of back to kind of down to earth. So yeah, I think Palmer is a great pickup and a offense that's passing a lot right now. And Herbert's, I think he's the number one QB right now in fantasy.
So don't doubt it. He's slinging that thing.
Dude, talking about QBs, let's go to a really freaking hot waiver wire ad that you should be adding. And that is Mr. C.J. Stroud. He is dialed in right now as a QB. I believe he's in the, I can't remember when it was, or I can't remember how many pass attempts he's had. It's like 160 something, but without an interception. And the group that he's in, for the people who've been able to do this, I believe it was Patrick Mahomes, it was Tom Brady, it was Drew Brees, it was Aaron Rodgers, and there's one more I'm trying to think of. I can't remember. But those are like the only – I think there's one more, and those are the only people who've ever been able to do that. So he's already kind of going into this elite category of people. And CJ, he's getting really dialed in. He's on a Texas team that likes to sling it. They got Nico. They got Tank. They got what's that guy's name? The tight end. I can't remember his name. Schultz. They got Schultz over there. And, I mean, they have enough pass catchers to get it done. And this team's kind of electric right now. There's a lot of good vibes around this team, and CJ's been dialing it in. So if you're looking for someone on your waiver wire and you want to add somebody, maybe you have a little struggling T-Law on your team, or maybe you got freaking Burrio, Mr. Iceman, who's been absolutely nice. And I think it's a great ad for you, and you can add this to your team and actually start getting some points, start winning some more weeks.
Yeah, that's good info, and I think
Sure, baby.
like you said, they're going to be playing from behind most of the time too. And he's been a really good rookie, so yeah, it's a good pickup. Moving on, I like Samaji this week, Samaji Perine for the Broncos.
Yes, sir. That ball boy.
Yeah, he had a tough week last week. He didn't really take advantage of his opportunity when Javonte Williams went down. But I think he's in line, maybe not for a big week, but maybe a quiet like 7 to 10 points. Maybe you're really thin at the running back position and you just need to add someone this week for your running back. Maybe you have like Jerome Ford or somebody who has a bye for the Browns week 5, or somebody that has a bye. Perine might be a good pickup, especially with the injury to Javonte Williams. He might see an increase tick in production.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree. Now, I think the injury on Williams is not going to be as long as what people thought. But if you're looking for a plug-and-play player for this upcoming week, I think P. Ryan would definitely be good because he is very trusted by Sean McVay. And, not Sean McVay. God, fucking guy.
Dude, you're fucking stupid as shit.
Dude, it's a little late right now, and I just had a whole thing of whey protein, so my stomach's gurgling right now.
Damn, let's hear a little.
Yeah, keep that tongue in your fucking mouth now. Oh shit! God, hopefully we're not creeping y'all out on this damn pod. But so to jump into my next one, we're gonna get real fucking Fergie, baby. A little Fergalicious on this, dude. I love Mr. Fergie picking up at the tight end spot. Maybe you have a Darren Waller. Maybe you have somebody who just hasn't done shit because tight ends has been so bad this year. I believe.
You have Kyle Pitts.
Dude, or you got Kyle Pitts. Who has Kyle Pitts, you know?
I actually have both these players, Jake Ferguson and guess who started Kyle Pitts this week?
Yeah, you did. You fucking idiot. You believed in that London game where he had a good one last year, and no. I mean, Fergie's definitely good because you got to look. Dallas loves their tight ends, especially around the goal line. You're not getting Fergie to be someone to be like a Travis Kelce or a Mark Andrews where he's going to be also catching a lot of balls. I mean, he's going to get targets, but you're really getting here for the touchdown upside, and they like to use him there. So I think Fergie is a great play, especially in this fucking minefield of tight ends. It's so gross. I'm trying to think who last week. Oh, Cole Kmet. He was someone you can pick up off waivers right now too, I believe. Yeah. But look at him right now. I think he scored 2 touchdowns last week. Had around like 25 points, 27 points, and now he's a tight end 3. So it's crazy just how these jumps. He's been doing absolute hot ass. So tight end's kind of a wasteland, and I think Fergie's a good plug and play. You can't pick up Cole Kmet, but we will talk in other videos of why I do not believe in Bears players going forward.
Yeah. If you're really in need of a wide receiver, let's say you have a flex or you need a WR2 and you really need someone this week, maybe someone's on bye like we were saying, Marvin Mims might be a good pickup. Now, this is only if you really need somebody. You're really thin at that position. I wouldn't really recommend starting him, but he could be a good pickup this week, especially with Russell Wilson heating up. I think Russell Wilson right now, he's having a quiet year. No one's really talking about it, but he's having a quietly good year. A lot of people have been shitting on him, but he's been actually doing pretty good. And in turn, his wide receivers are going to eat. So I could see Marvin Mims being a good play this week. He's a deep threat, has a big play potential. And if you want to take
stretching it out, baby.
Yeah, we like stretching it out. Let's take a chance. Start Marvin Mims. See what's happening. I know. I was gonna start. I was gonna take a chance on Tank Dell last week. I'm glad I didn't. Yeah. Because he didn't put up shit. But
no.
If you want to take a chance, not saying I don't recommend it, but if you want to, if you're a gambling man like myself, Marvin Mims.
Yeah, you're a gambler for sure. I mean, I think Mims is a good stretcher. If you look at Mims, too, he's starting to get even more play time now because that was one of the big things. Mims didn't have really any targets or he wasn't really getting on the field much. And now I think the boys realize that. So now they're starting to put him out there a little bit more. And as they did last week, I think his count went up even more. So I can see that to continue to progress throughout the season. And, yeah, he's danger. And Russell is known for the deep ball. So I think that's a great add. But, now – this is a very deep shot, but I'm going to take it. I've been looking through the waiver wires, and I was trying to figure out, too, just looking at people's teams, and I saw Mr. Connor Williams was a little questionable. He had some kind of hip injury possibly this past game against Indianapolis. So I'm got my finger, and I'm looking down, and I see this Mr. Ronnie Rivers sitting here as the Rams running back who I think is the backup to Mr. Williams. I think he put up a little 9 for 40 last week, so he's pretty efficient on the ground. And I think this possibly could be a deeper league. Maybe you're just looking for someone. You really are really shy at the running back, and you need someone to pick up. I don't know how serious that hip injury is, but if he goes down, just imagine the amount of workload he's going to get. Look at Williams. I mean, I think he's on the field almost. It's almost like every play. Like he's always fucking out there taking the big load. And if he misses this upcoming week, and you also got to assume with someone who's taking
what? He's taking a what?
You heard me, baby. He's taking a big L-O-A-D, baby, a fat load. So when you're taking fat loads like that, well, guess what? You can't guzzle it for too long. So eventually something's going to bust. So, what? Dude, you're such a sick mind, man. I'm just trying to describe fantasy football. So, yeah, I mean, you got to know he's going to break at some point, and possibly this could be a deeper stash. So if you have Mr. Williams or if you have, you really need some running backs, I think that possibly could be a deep stash. But this is a complete dart throw, and this is just something I kind of noticed and kind of wanted to put you on game.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's cool. My last one I have is probably my favorite play of the week. So if you stayed this long, I appreciate it. Yeah. But maybe you can pick him up. I don't know. He might be taken in some leagues. Maybe you make a trade for him because a lot of people probably aren't starting him. And that is Romeo Doubs. He has been a favorite of Jordan Love the past month. I think the last 2 games he has 14 receptions and 25 targets. So, I mean, Jordan Love is wanting to get him the ball. And Christian Watson only caught 1 touchdown last week for like 10.5 fantasy points. So he wasn't much of a threat to Romeo Doubs' production, and that was the question mark going into that game. Was Jordan Love going to continue to feed Romeo Doubs? And the answer was yes, he is. So I think he could be a good waiver wire pickup. Let's say you need a flex play or even a WR2. I mean, he could catch like 6, 7, 8 passes with a tub. I mean, I don't know. Depends on where you're at in the WR position. Maybe you drafted running back first, and I don't know, but
I feel like the way with Doubs. So last week, Watson was on a pitch count. He wasn't out there that much. But the time he was out, they put him in around the red zone. Like you said, he caught that touchdown, but he really wasn't doing anything else. He was similar to Aaron Jones last week, who was on a pitch count. But I think Love can support 2 wide receivers. I mean, he's been pretty on the top of the charts as far as fantasy goes. And you have to look, to who's around. Musgrave, I think he is concussed. I think he got concussed or something, so he's going to probably be out another week. So that's also going to be another week without him, who is one of the other pass catchers in this offense. I think Doubs could be a really good add because even with Watson coming into play, I think it also might end up benefiting Doubs too as well because it'll allow him not to get double-teamed as much. And I feel like that's kind of been the situation where they've been putting the best guy on Dobbs, and now they're going to put it on Watson, and he can kind of feast underneath. So, yeah, I think that's a great waiver wire ad. But that is all that we have for our show, baby. If you like this show, be sure to dial in, drop comments, and flick that notification bell like a bean, baby, because we are staying dialed in all season, baby. We are coming into it. Scatty, close us out. Close us out right now and send us away with the boys. What do you have to say for them for the rest of the week?
Watching this long, I really want you to drop a cream.
I gotta end this.
Please drop a cream in the comments.